It's about time for the roundtable, but a quick shout out to our good friends here at the Senior Botanical Garden. You can go to their website on screen, or you can come out here. Lots to see. And if you were right here right now, you'd see this. These guys on the roundtable. On my right, Ogie Overman, the great broadcaster and journalist, and held over by popular demand from his segment talking about bike safety, David Daggett of Daggett Shuler, and Keith Granberry, founder of Helping Hands Consultants. Guys, before we get to our regular topics, very quickly, just sort of don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Anything surprise you about the primaries that were held recently? Ted Budd seemed to get all the undecideds instead of them being apportioned. We had a couple upsets in commissioners' races, the bond pass, school bond pass in Guilford. Anything quickly, Ogie?
I was surprised at the margin, Jim. I didn't think he would run away with it like that at all. I thought McCrory would do a lot better showing than he did.
Yeah. David?
I wasn't surprised by the results. I was surprised by the margins. We had a couple school board issues in Winston-Salem that surprised me a little bit. But other than that, about what we expected.
Keith?
Yeah, I thought that it was going to be a McCrory-Budd runoff. And it shocked me how many people just turned to Budd, the undecided, especially in a moderate type of...
they flooded over to him, yeah. All right, now, to our main topics here. We now know that the city of Greensboro has agreed to pay a promoter nearly $400,000 not to hold gun shows in the Coliseum for the next 5 years. Are you guys okay with taxpayers footing the bill for keeping gun shows out of the city? Now, nobody believes that guns are good, inherently. I'm not saying that, and maybe there should be gun control. We've talked about that. But for taxpayers to pay $400,000 not to have a gun show, Ogie?
I need to talk to Matt Brown about why he doesn't just not book them.
Just don't, yeah.
Why don't you just not book them?
This bothers me, though, David.
Well, the problem is they booked them, they had to get out of the contract.
I guess so.
And because of that, they then had to address the present issue. So I think they did the right thing addressing the present issue. That shouldn't be a long-term plan of action to use funds in that manner.
Keith?
I'm not concerned about a gun show. I'm concerned about the laws where people can actually use guns. A gun show does not concern me. They should have went in with the gun show if you're going to keep the laws the way they are.
All right. We've talked about shootings at Haynes Mall before, and each time I ask the same question. I'm going to throw it out there one more time. Guys, shouldn't malls like this be required to post armed guards or armed policemen with one of those handheld metal detectors at all the main entrances? Ogie?
I'm just not there yet, Jim. If you want to kill the malls, which are already in decline, go ahead and do that, and you just wipe them all out at once.
David?
I'm agreeing with Ogie twice in a row for different reasons. I don't think that should be legislated and enforced. Does there need to be more safety? Yes. There needs to be more safety. There needs to be more awareness in our neighborhoods. Keith, on the last question, what he was insinuating is we need better gun laws. That would help that. It's a bigger picture than just metal detectors.
Keith?
I think, number one, that you do need metal detectors. I mean, in Atlanta, Lenox Mall, which was a great high-end mall, now it's turned into a battlefield. And they've had to put metal detectors and security officers there so that normal, decent people could actually go shop.
Yeah, and spend money.
Absolutely.
Okay, safely. The state of Texas just passed a law that allows users to sue social networks for censoring their posts. The law recognizes social media platforms not as social media, but as internet providers. So if you get kicked off of Twitter for saying something crazy or false, you can now sue in Texas for being denied access to the internet. You okay with this law, guys? And would you like to see North Carolina adopt it, Ogie?
It's a double-edged sword, Jim. I mean, there's certain people that do need to get kicked off Twitter, Trump and people that spread hatred and disinformation. But there's innocent people who get set up by people who hold a grudge. It happened to a dear friend of mine. Took her 6 months to get her account back for nothing she did.
So you think it should be able to sue?
There need to be a recourse for people to get back on it.
David?
Yes, social media and social media law is evolving. And remember, laws and regulations always trail the event by some degree. So as social media continues to evolve, our rules and regulations are going to continue to evolve. Do we need them? Yes. Should somebody that spreads intentionally false information be entitled to access? I don't think so.
Keith?
I agree with Dave, but also
Again?
yeah, but also, I wouldn't follow the state of Texas for anything. I don't know why are we even having this conversation.
We thought they were going to secede anyway,
That's
didn't
right. I
they?
don't know what this is about.
Nothing secedes like success. Guilford County now recognizes Juneteenth as a paid holiday to commemorate the end of slavery, but it's still not a state holiday, so we got some confusion over that. Should it be a state holiday? Quickly, Ogie.
Absolutely, yes.
David Daggett.
Yes, it probably should. It's time we recognize that and wrap our arms around it.
There's confusion because some state employees are saying, wait a minute, it's in Guilford, we don't have to go to work, but yeah, we have to go to work because we're state employees. What do you
Should
think?
be a
Steve?
state holiday.
Should be a state holiday. All right, and finally, guys, a new study by CNN shows that 1/3 of Americans do not bathe or shower daily. Meanwhile, some medical experts say that you need to maintain some germs on your body. Guys, do you have a lot of germs on your body, Ogie?
I have to admit, during the pandemic, my hygiene probably went down a bit.
So you had some
I didn't
germs.
bathe every day.
David,
That's why we knuckle, right, Ogie? We got germs on our body. Yeah.
you have a lot of
Yeah,
germs,
I
David?
probably got some germs, yeah.
Keith, you have a lot of germs on your body?
I don't have no germs on my body. My body is absolutely clean. I have no germs at all. I am clean.
Yeah.
You feel me, Jim?
I don't know. I know I'm not going to feel you because the three of you are all dirty as far as I'm concerned. You're filthy. All right, well, that's all the time we have. Oh, except for this. A team of researchers at the University of Michigan now conclude that the best way to grow healthy flowers, shrubs, and bushes is to fertilize them with human urine, which may explain why the Senior family keeps wanting the Roundtable guys to hang around the garden so often. Do you understand that, Ogie? That's David, yeah. All right, for all of us non-dirty guys, I'm Jim Longworth. We'll see you next week.